What is poppin', y'all? What is fucking good? We made a bit over 8K today, 8.2, 8.3K. And I just graduated college. So we're finally done with school. Now I do what I want. For real, for real. But hold on, let me turn this off real quick. So made a bit over 8K today. That's 1.3K across four of my top step accounts right here. As well as 600 across five of my Apex accounts. So if you guys saw my video earlier this week, I was able to pass 8 more accounts. So I'm currently working with 10 funded accounts on Apex. I didn't trade all of them because I kind of split it into two, so it wouldn't be as high risk. But moving forward, I will be trading all 10 together. So yeah, and today was honestly a roller coaster type of day. I'm telling you, I got edged 3 times throughout the trading period, and I almost missed the setup because I overslept this morning because I was listening to that new Drake album. Shit was low key mid. Maybe I just don't have good taste, but let's get right into this trade recap. I'm just gonna remove all of this for now. But coming into today, I had a bearish bias. I was looking for shorts, and the reason being is last night, as you guys can see, we completely just shit the bed to the downside with these massive red candles, and we broke 4 hour structure to the downside. If you guys actually watch my videos, how I determine my daily bias, it's always dependent on the 4 hour time frame. Whatever the 4 hour time frame is, whether it's we're in bullish structure or bearish structure, that's the direction of the trade I'm taking. And because we broke 4 hour structure to the downside during Asia session last night, or London, I was looking for shorts coming into today. And what did I see when I woke up? Well, the first thing, let me first mark out where market open was. So at 9:30, I'm telling you, I woke up late today. I woke up at like 10 o'clock, and the first thing I saw was this buy side draw on liquidity. So we had an hourly high right about here, as well as another hourly high up here. These were my draws of liquidity coming into market open. And all I wanted to do was see these levels get swept. And if we got a valid execution point within there, I was willing to take shorts targeting sell side. So let's dive into the 1 minute time frame because this is where I always execute my trades. So right at market open, I believe it's about right here. So hold on, let me re-put this down. So at 9:30, market kind of chops for a little bit. We flush to the downside, we make a move up, we start chopping, and then about 30 minutes later, right at about 10:30, you can see price finally makes its move
The
up.
market is closed.
Shit, market is closed, but as you can see at 10:30, price finally makes its move up, and we take out that first hourly draw on liquidity that I had marked out. So all I'm looking from here is my valid execution point to get formed. So you guys know me, I trade liquidity sweeps as well as like in terms of confluences, I'm looking for a change in market structure on the 1 minute time frame. And as you guys can see right here, let me just remove this shit. On the 1 minute time frame, we have a 1 minute low right here. And we break 1 minute structure to the downside off of this red candle right here. Closes at 340.25. The low is at 352.25. That's a very strong 1 minute break of structure. But I didn't execute right there because I like a liquidity sweep and a 1 minute break of structure. That's cool and all, but I need one or two more pieces of confluence to go along with that before I actually execute my trade. So what ends up happening is I saw that we had a 1 minute bullish fair value gap right here. So all I wanted to see was this fair value gap get inverse. And you can see that's exactly what happens off of this red candle right here. We close past that bullish fair value gap. And this right here is entry for me, but I did not execute there because I don't know why, but I hesitated because I was, like I said, I woke up late, so I didn't want it to be like an impulsive trade. But after looking at it for about like almost a minute, I executed my short position right around here after we got a bit of a pullback, a bit of a retracement off of that very next candle. That's where I went short. I had my stops right above this high. And in terms of take profit, um, I had two take profit levels. So the first one that I had marked out was from the midpoint of this 30-minute equilibrium. So from this 30-minute low all the way up to the 30-minute high right about here, I had my first take profit at the 50% midpoint. So right at the middle. That was my take profit level. And I'm going to show you guys what ends up happening because I got fucking edged like crazy. And it was low key, I low key was getting a bit antsy in terms of just taking profits and going on about my day. But what ends up happening after I execute the trade is we make a strong move to the downside right away. We're about 75% of the way from hitting take profit. And then we just start to reverse, start to chop back in drawdown for a little bit before making a second push down. At this point, we're about 10 points away from hitting take profit. I'm like, all right, bet this is about to be a quick day. I'm about to go to the gym, get my lift in, but price makes a reversal back up. And then we make a third push down. And at this point, I'm like, all right, this has to be the one. But we wick TP out by we miss it by about 3-4 points and then just fully reverse back to the upside. We chop around, reverse again, chop around, reverse again. At this point, I'm like, all right, just stop me out already. Like, I don't want to keep staring at this shit. But we're about 5 points away. Mind you, we're about 5 points away from getting stopped out. And then price just finally makes its push all the way down, smacking take profit. And yeah, I closed all of my positions on Top Step. I had 5 contracts across 4 accounts, so about 20 contracts. I closed everything out at take profit 1 for 1 and 2. And like I said, I also had another take profit level. I believe it was at a 30-minute low, somewhere down about it was down here somewhere. And that's why like my profits across the Apex accounts is less because I only closed half of my positions. When we hit take profit 1 and price ended up reversing, we got stopped out at break even for the remaining positions. And yeah, overall, like this was a really solid trade. I had a strong bearish bias going into today. And holy shit, I did not see this, but price is just flushing back to the downside right now. We just hit take profit 2, so I guess my bias for the day was right. And yeah, I mean, overall, really solid trade. What I could have done better, I would say, is I just need to wake up earlier. I don't know what's going on with my sleep schedule, but I need to wake up earlier. And honestly, that's about it. I feel like I've only taken 2 trades this entire month. Both of them have been winners. So yeah, moving forward, I'm going to continue to just do what I do, and hopefully we can keep scaling. So yeah, that's going to be a wrap for this video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.